that something that you have found, that you know exists, or is it something that you looking at the pool of talented remote workers in Vietnam right now? Is it something that you're saying this is actually something that we need to create this, or we need to find it somewhere?
Yeah, I haven't come across any, especially like a central where you can learn literally like every single skills. So I feel like every business or community, they have their own niche, right? So that's why we haven't seen any like a central hub. And then at the same time, a lot of these that require you to be like, okay, a lot of practicing on your own, right? A lot of these skills. And even with freelancing to me, it's always like doing your own business. So how are you going to get your own client? That is it's a process, right? So again, I haven't come across anything. If we have something like that, I think that'd be great, right? If we have, even for Upwork, I feel like Upwork is definitely like their way. It's like a one-stop shop for like freelancing, right? They have like all these gigs and everything. But even for that, I think it's good. But at the same time, people need various resources, right? To consider. It's not like, okay, you're gonna study at one university and that's it. You're not gonna get knowledge from anywhere outside. And it's also important that you get knowledge and experience from people who have been there since forever, right? With like a decade of experience or something like that. So I think I would love to have like a central hub like that, but at the same time, I don't know if that would be the only places I would go. So maybe that's the way I put it.
All right.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, fire away on. I was done. Just reaching for my coffee.
Yeah, I was speaking with a couple of people earlier today who have been working in an office environment. One for 15 years, other for around 8. And they're very curious about the world of remote work and freelancing. They're people with families, and so young kids, and the idea of remote work is obviously very attractive and interesting to them. What advice would you give to somebody who's looking to not tinker, but get more involved and maybe even make a complete transition into freelance or remote work, and not just a guy coming out of college, but the person who is been in the job force for a number of years and just wants to change and maybe some more control over their whole life work balance kind of situation.
Yeah, I think this is what we touched on earlier. That is how they promote themselves. Because often, right, they spend so many years working in the office and they don't really like have a social media presence or anything. It doesn't have to be you work in marketing, you work in media design that you need a portfolio or social media account but even if let's say you're passionate about something, for example, I want to be like an advocate for remote work, right? So I built my social media presence around that. So it's something how you promote yourself, like use the skill that you already have and combine it with the topic that you're so passionate about, right? If you're passionate about edtech, right, you build a social media presence around that.